Now, Deputy Diana James, 1.5 minutes, please.
Many thanks. The cost of drugs is increasing, and that's a very simple economic fact. And we need to recognise that drug innovation is pivotal to future cure and treatment options, and that comes with cost, of which there are two components: development time and research process. And we can't short-circuit that, and we shouldn't even attempt to do that. We've got to be realistic. The EU would do well to accept that historical interventions have created and exacerbated access eligibility. They haven't actually delivered any resolution, and clinical trial interference is a very good example. Now, additional distortion and disruption, as a colleague's already mentioned this evening, from the EU is not going to help. But let me give you a list of things that maybe we should be debating this evening. What about parallel imports and caused by the Eurozone issues? What about stop penalising UK and European manufacturers of both patent-protected and generic products via the HTA system? What about supporting drug development and innovation in academia and the commercial sectors on a free market basis? What about preventing access from fraudulent medicines? And what about penalising countries that don't adhere to our patent systems? If we could deal with the inefficiencies of drug waste, drug dumping and patient compliance, we'd do an awful lot to help with patient access. Want, need and should have for patients can be delivered, but you don't do it by more intervention. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you accept blue card from Mrs. Rivasi? Please.
Oui, je voulais vous poser une question.
Yes, thank you very much. I have a question. Do you know the share of research and development in the cost of medication? It's basically 10%, from what I can see. So you've got 10 euros for the research, but other people will have to pay 100 euros for the rest. So I think we need to have a very clear indication of the cost of research and development in terms of the pricing.
No answer, please.
For your question, may I suggest you go back to your sources, because you're incorrect with the figures you gave this evening. Any drug company will tell you, whether it's a generic manufacturer or coming from the academic sector, that it takes a lot longer and that they do need the time to actually develop that. And if we're going to start penalising companies when they're bringing forward therapeutic innovation, I think we've started off from the wrong position.